Hi, my name is Jack. You may know me as Dido. We're starting off 2025 with a sister trip to Tokyo. I am so excited because what I wanted to focus on is a bit of a tour of the different art stores that I went to. If you're anything like me, I love watching these walking tours of different stationery stores, art supply stores in different countries, especially countries I'm planning on visiting. So I know which ones are worth hitting up. So I tried to document those stores as much as I could. And now we're gonna do a little haul of everything I got while I was there. Oh, if only unpacking were truly only that easy. So as you can see, I got a bunch of little things. And the reason I was able to keep everything so neat and tidy inside my bag were thanks to these little kept pouches. These I had no idea about. My mom actually asked me to go out and buy her 5 pieces. And I thought it was so excessive at first until she explained that she wanted to use them instead of using Ziploc bags so that it wouldn't be disposable for when you're packing. And then when I was packing, it's so much dead space. So what I did was I took all the little things that I bought and I stuffed them in here, and it helped keep everything so contained and so organized. So I am converted. I shall be making use of these in the future for sure. Next up, I bought myself a little pencil case, mostly because you guys know that I love journaling. So last year I got really into using fountain pens as well. So I have like a couple of fountain pens now that I like to use with my journal. And what happens is whenever I want to journal outside of the house, whenever I want to take it outside of the house, I'm worried I'll scratch up the pen. I'm worried it'll get lost somewhere in my bag and I'll never find it again. So I thought I would get myself like one of those tiny pencil cases that I could just pop into my bag when I feel like journaling outside. Next up, we have art supplies. Let's do art supplies. So I went to Hokkaido, as you saw. I was very good this time around. See, I still had so much acrylic gouache from the last time that I went to Japan. And I haven't been painting as much as I used to, which is something that I really want to get back into this year. So while I was there shopping for other colors, I kept telling myself, no, we are not going to buy new art supplies. We are going to finish up the art supplies that we purchased last time, which is why the only color I purchased was this raw umber color, which I feel has been missing from my collection. It's a color that I'm constantly looking for while I'm painting, so I know that this will be a good addition to my paints. Then I purchased this super sharp palette knife because for some reason I cannot find a good sharp palette knife for mixing paints. And I saw somewhere that you're actually not supposed to mix paints with your paintbrush. When I try to get a certain shade and I'm mixing the colors, what happens is the paint doesn't distribute evenly, or it gets clogged up in the bristles, and then I have to rinse out the brush before I can actually paint, and I just feel like that wastes so much paint. So I do have a blunt palette knife, but it's kind of big and it's hard to mix in that way. So I saw this and I thought I would give it a shot, and hopefully this will be easier to mix with. I stocked up on 2 of my favorite pencils, so I always use these Tombow Mono pencils for drawing, and I have a 2B one that is basically like this big now. So I know you can get these here, but I saw that it was there, so I just bought one. And I've never tried the Mitsubishi Uni pencils, but I've heard good things, and I also need a new HB pencil, so I got these. Speaking of having teeny tiny pencils, I bought a pencil extender. So what this does is you can open it up and then you can stick a tiny pencil and then tighten it, and it'll just extend it so you can use it all the way until it is fully gone. Super useful. This I bought because it reminded me of the Tombow Fudenosuke that I love drawing with. Same reason I saw it, so I thought, why not? I just get it. I actually haven't tested it out, so I have no idea if it is like the Tombow Fudenosuke, but I'm sure I'll like it regardless. This has been an art supply that has been on my list for ages now. This is the Matterson Stay Wet palette, and if you've been following this channel for a while, you know that I have tried to make my own version of this. I have tried to DIY it, and my DIY attempts have not been working lately, which is why I decided to bite the bullet and buy this palette. It's basically a giant Tupperware, but it's completely airtight. It comes with a sponge and some palette paper that you can use. You wet the sponge and then you put the palette paper on top, and then you can put your acrylic wash, your acrylic inks, things like that. Seal it up back in the box, and you can use it whenever you are ready. Very, very exciting. I'm deciding if I should take you through the rest of what I got at Sakaido, or if I should... Yeah, I'll just do that. Okay, so this is... Okay, you know what? Since we're already talking about stationery, I also purchased several of these notepads. Look at all of the beautiful designs. I just fell in love with them. They were so cute. So most of these, all of these, I bought as gifts. These are going to be my pasalubong for my friends and my family. I just thought they were so darling, and I tried as best as I could to match the personality with the print that I got. Also, as gifts, I bought a few Japanese-themed stationery that I just thought were so cute and could not pass up for no other reason than that. But those are, once again, gifts. I don't feel as bad buying all these random things because I know I have someone in mind when I'm picking them out. Like this postcard, I have a friend who I think is going to love this postcard, so I cannot wait to give it to her. Okay, let's move on to journaling supplies. I'm such a nerd. This is why I love YouTube. I love talking about this stuff, and there's just nobody in my life who's as interested in it as I am. But I know if you clicked on this video and you are watching this haul that you are interested in this too. So I love being able to share this with you. So I purchased this stamp. It's basically like a monthly stamp. I bought a sticker version of this the last time I was in Korea, and I found it so useful for habit tracking. So it's not dated by month. It's not supposed to be. It's just literally a series of 1 to 31 numbers. When I was starting to learn piano, what I did was I stuck on one of those stickers onto my desk, and every day that I would practice playing the piano, I would shade in the circle. So you can see immediately if you've skipped too many days in a row, if you need to go and practice, things like that. So those stickers are running out. And instead of buying more stickers, I decided to get the stamp version. That way, I can just stamp as many times as I need for as many habits that I want to keep track of. Also, another impulse buy, I also purchased a little Pikachu stamp. It's just Pikachu happily waving his arms up in the air, saying very good, and I thought, that's very good. This is not a thing that I need, but I saw it and I thought it was beautiful, so I bought it. It's just a very fancy ruler, like a very fancy 15mm tiny ruler. It fits in the little pencil box that I bought, so I can take it with me if I'm journaling outside. I know I got white. The minute I use this ruler with any of my fountain pens, I'm just gonna mark it up with whatever ink I'm using. So it is not ideal, but it is absolutely beautiful. Still in the realm of journaling supplies, I also got myself this set of little sumo stickers just because I think they're adorable. There is no reason for that. Something else I purchased were these index clips. So they are removable clips that you can put inside your journal for specific pages that you want to keep track of. it's basically a bookmark. It's a bookmark that you can leave in your journal. And this is something that I have been looking for since last year. What I was doing last year is using indexing tabs, but they just don't look as pretty. So when I saw these, I knew I had to get them. And the reason why I wanted this is, once again, for 2025, I have bought a Hobonichi Techo planner. Last year, I used the Hobonichi A6 Techo for my daily journaling. I started out using it as an actual planner because it has a section for a to-do list. It has a section for your scheduled appointments and things like that. And it has a little section where you can add notes, which I started to sort of jot down thoughts for the day or things that I did that day. And eventually, I just kept doing that every day. And this is the first time that I've been able to fill up a physical journal from start to finish. And I love that feeling. So I decided to keep the tradition going, and I bought myself another Hobonichi Techo in the hopes of recreating my success from last year. Another thing that I love about these is the spines are dated, which is why I got a similar color from last year, because my hope is to just keep at this until eventually I will have an entire shelf full of my journals with the spines showing the dates of every year that I was able to complete. If you would like to see a video of how I have found a way to use all of my Hobonichi Techo from last year, then please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to make a video for you. Or if you would like a more in-depth tour of this planner, because I love watching those videos as well, let me know and I will make a video for you. 2 sets of gloves. So these are the black Uniqlo Heat Tech gloves. These are not for me. My mother has a trip coming to a cold country, and she asked me to buy her some gloves while she was there. So I went and then I got the Heat Tech ones from Uniqlo, very practical, just simple black ones that she can wear for like more rugged days. And then I got her this pair of like this beige pair with like a little bit of fur. Because my mother is so kikai, you guys. Like, she loves pretty girly things. This is where we get it from. So I thought that she would like these as well, and I tested them out and they felt very warm. So I thought this would be useful for her as well. I got myself 2 pairs of socks. This one in the forest green with a little deer print on it, and then this one in the beige with a little squirrel on it. Do I need more socks? Absolutely not, but they were so cute. Okay, now we're moving on to food gifts. So this is they're Hokkaido chocolates. They're like little wafer thin. You know what? I'm gonna check the kitchen because I bet we have one, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. I couldn't find it. I guess they ate it all, so it's a good thing that I bought some more. It's a little dented because I bought it at the airport, so it's like the last thing I bought. So it looks like this on the inside. And then it has white chocolate and plain chocolate pieces. I bought the ones that are 12 pieces white chocolate, 12 pieces with regular chocolate. Even though everyone in my family only ever eats the white chocolate version, I only like the chocolate version. So I got something for all of us. Now on to coffee beans. I went to Nosy Coffee again. We went there with my brother the last time I was in Tokyo, and I purchased 2 of their beans. I got the Brazil one and the one from Ethiopia. When I ordered coffee, they served me this one and it tasted so good, so I had to get myself a bag. This I haven't tasted, but when I smelled it, it smelled really nice, so I decided to try it out. And one last coffee shop. I went to Verve Coffee Roasters, which is a brand originally from Santa Cruz. Oh my goodness, does this say decaf? What? Vancouver decaf. Oh! No, oh man, I did it again. I bought it without reading it properly. I just assumed this was regular coffee, but it's decaf coffee. Oops. Anyway, This happened the last time I went to Tokyo and I did a haul as well. I kept saying that I was so excited to try out the Holbein gouache paints, and then I kept showing you guys the gouache paints, but I just didn't read it properly, and it wasn't even gouache, it was watercolor. So ridiculous sometimes. One beauty thing. I'm so proud of myself. I bought one of the tier cushions because they're so popular everywhere, and it's got me so curious about it. You know how tier is known for having like a really wide shade range? But in Japan, I don't know if it was just this particular Tokyo Hands that I went to, they only had 3 shades. So I swatched it, and luckily one of the shades was mine. And I got this one because it's like a smaller sample pack. So I want to be able to test it on myself first and make sure I like it, because I haven't really gotten on with cushion foundations in the past, but there's just so much hype around this that I really want to try it. I got the silver one because it's a more natural finish, which is what I prefer. And it's like something in between matte and glossy. So I think this will work well for me. We're very nearly done with this haul. So let's move on to like a couple of random purchases. So I saw this multi-ring tool while I was shopping at Tokyo Hands, and the reason why I got it is it's just one of those ones that allows you to attach a lanyard onto your phone. So this is a tiny one, but it comes with like a little hook thing, which I'm sure you could buy anywhere online, right? But like, I was there and it wasn't that expensive, so I decided to get it. Sometimes I want to not have the lanyard, but in order to do that, I would have to remove it from the case, and it's so cumbersome. So I thought it would be nice to have a little removable ring situation. That way, if I wanted to remove it from the lanyard, I can just unhook it. If I wanted to use the lanyard, I could put it back on. Very practical. It made sense to me. And my last incredibly random purchase is this coin box. They're meant to organize 500 yen coins into these little compartments. I was thinking I could use this. You know, when you have so much loose change and you're trying to pay for parking and you have to rifle through your coin purse, and it's so hard to find the exact amount, and you're panicking because the line behind you is starting to build up. So you just, is this just me? Is this a me problem? I swear somebody else has this problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to organize my coins in this little container, and that way I can just see it and know how much I need and then just grab it. Like, to me, that makes perfect sense. And my final and biggest purchase of this trip is I have been thinking about buying a new lens for the longest time. I've had this camera for maybe 2 years now, and I've used it with the kit lens since then. And finally, I decided what I need is an ultra-wide lens. So you are now watching the footage with my new 11mm f1.8 lens. And so far, I am loving it. It just revived my interest in taking vlogs, especially outside. Let me know what you think about the quality. Let me know if you even noticed, but I am having so much fun playing with it. And that is everything that I got from Tokyo. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!